in this video we will discuss certain myths related to mental illnesses. The first myth that I can think of is that mental illness is a sign of weakness. That's like saying that diabetes or getting a fractured hand is a sign of weakness. Mental illness, just like any other illness, is a combination of genetic vulnerability and stress and other issues and require treatment. Second, mental illness can happen only to certain kind of people. Nope. It is something that can happen to anybody, irrespective of their upbringing, income, gender, or age. Someone with a perfect family and a very good income and seemingly a perfect work might be dealing with very high stress at work and may be depressed as a result. Third, you can tell who has mental illness by looking at them. While this might be true in some cases where the symptoms are very noticeable and obvious due to the severity of the condition, leading to a lot of neglect and self-care related problems, you will be surprised how many individuals continue to function seemingly normal, going to work, attending parties, doing all their activities, all the while hiding their inner turmoil, anxiety and depression. Fourth, mental health illness patients can snap out of it if they choose to. If only it was that easy. The mood and behavior changes that happen in a person suffering from mental illness are secondary to changes that happen in the brain at a level of brain connections and chemicals. So no, merely telling somebody to cheer up, stop being depressed and enjoy life is not going to help. A proper treatment with medications and or therapy might though. Patients with mental illnesses deliberately behave in inappropriate ways or are faking things. That's the fifth myth. Mental illnesses, like we just discussed, involve drastic changes in mood, personality and behaviors which are outside an individual's control. Sometimes the illness is so severe that a person might even behave this at a level that is completely outside his awareness. So no, they don't do it deliberately or fake it. Sixth, self-harm or harming themselves is attention-seeking behavior. No, on the contrary, it's a cry for help. Some might do it when they feel that there is no other option they can think of in life. Others use it as a coping mechanism to deal with the emotional pain. But far from being an attention-seeking behavior, many of those who self-harm in fact go to great lengths to keep the act hidden, wearing full-length sleeves and bandages. So no, it's not an attention-seeking behavior. Thank you.